this is Nick here with Shallow Graves Magazine at Wizard World Chicago Comic-Con 2018. I'm here with the incredibly talented Rob Paulsen. You'll know him as shows from like Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Rick and Morty, and really the list just almost goes on and on and on and on for it. But we're just going to do like a quick 3-question interview for it. I'd like to kind of like touch on the past, present, and the future of what you're doing. So for the past portion, if you like, whenever you look at your like whole spanning career, like how do you really feel about it? Because really, from where like voice acting used to be to where I'm growing up, I don't know who's doing the voices. I'm just enjoying walking around doing the nerf and stuff like that. And now it's like you are fully out in the public eye. You're getting just so much fan feedback that it's almost seems insane on like even just the fans' end of like how much appreciation I feel like you're all getting now. So like, how does that make you really feel?
Obviously, it makes me feel profoundly grateful, first and foremost. But the reason that's happening is it's like this. People like you who are nice enough to come, drive here, park, pay to get in, stand in line, and then you're kind enough to ask me to talk to you. And then you're blasted out. We are so fortunate that you do this. That's why I'm getting a little more juice, because people are paying attention. But the other thing that I started to realize is that I'm very lucky. I've been doing this a long time. And moreover, I've been able to work on franchises which are continually popular. Ninja Turtles is arguably as big now as it was
it's
when your biggest sister with the red hair was younger. This is my third ride in the Turtle Van. I was Raphael in the beginning, Donatello for 5 years, and now I'm directing Turtles for the new version. But also Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs are hugely successful. And with an audience like we see right here with your crew. It's not just, as you know, people in my line, they're not a bunch of 8-year-olds.
No.
There are 8-year-olds and 70-year-olds and everybody in between. And it's the same way it would have been for Looney Tunes or Rocky and Bullwinkle. So being able to be part of that many childhoods is an incredible gift. But then I get to come here and get this love. I go home exhausted from these events from saying thank you.
So much I can imagine.
There is no downside. So literally, thank you all for giving us the opportunity to come into your homes for 3 decades. And it turns out that we've all been friends, we just didn't know it. I see grown people start to weep when I say, hello, nurse. And it's not because, like that gentleman, right? It's wonderful because I run into people who say, you're the voice of my childhood, and you made me, I had a blast as a kid. Or people who say to me, Mr. Paulsen, my childhood was a blanking mess. And except for Animaniacs, or Pinky and the Brain, or it could be SpongeBob, or it could be a show I don't even work on.
Yeah.
But they'll say, but for that experience, my childhood would have been impossible. How on earth do we... That's the most incredible compliment to us. And were it not for people like you and events like this where we can meet people and let them know how appreciative we are, we never would have understood that. So that's my long, convoluted answer, but that's the truth.
No, I mean, that's why I said before the cameras on, like, thank you for taking the time, too. It's like...
It's a privilege.
It really builds up such a relationship, even just over cameras and everything like that.
Yeah, it does, and we like that.
But to go to more of the present thing, I'm a huge fan of the Talking Tunes thing.
Thank you.
It was one of those I kind of stumbled upon it, and I was like, what the heck is this? And then, through Facebook and other social medias, I pretty much updated, I think, with what's going on. I do wonder, because you are such a star power, especially with the voice acting world, do you ever get starstruck?
God.
With some of the guests that come out, where you're just like,
I don't get, that was a pretty good Porky Pig, by the way. I get starstruck, let me put it this way, I get talent struck.
Okay.
I don't get so bent out of shape. There are very few actors, I've met several of them in my lifetime, who do kind of give me pause where I have to take a moment, athletes and stuff. But for me, it's about talent power. That's where I get our talent struck. I work with people every day who are people I would choose to have to my house. They're my friends. And then it also turns out that they're so bloody talented. Maurice LaMarche, are you kidding me? Billy West, John DiMaggio, Tress MacNeille, Frank Welker, Jess Harnell, Tara Strong, over and over, and we're all great friends. And the other aspect of it is they're the nicest, most down-to-earth, giving people. Very appreciative and grateful. But yeah, there are many times, guys like Billy West, when they open their mouths, I just go, wow, where'd that? Tom Wilson, another one. They're just so talented. Brad Garrett, Steve Bloom, all of them are so crazy gifted. Nancy Cartwright, Dan Castellaneta, Hank Azaria. You know, oh my God, these guys, Harry Shearer, stupidly gifted, and that's where I'm struck by the talent. But no, man, and the fact to the extent that I'm in that group, I'm happy. I'm very, very flattered to be included in that group.
Oh my God. Okay, but I'm sorry. We're just gonna wrap it up real quick. Last question for the future of you. Again, like I said, I'm a huge fan of Animaniacs and everything growing up. How does it feel to have like a new, fresher take on it? And how much can you tell us of your involvement?
Right.
I'm not going to try to squeeze the questions.
What my friend is referring to is that Steven Spielberg, who, I don't know, 72 years old, has said, I know, I'm going to do more Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. Now, that's a pretty big deal when Steven says, I'm going to do this. Thank you. And with respect to our involvement, that is yakko-wacko.pinky and the Brain, we do know that there are 26 new half hours of Animaniacs coming for the fall of 2020, literally 2 years from now. Again, and so the Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs coming back in the fall of 2020 on Hulu. If you have Hulu now, you can watch Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, and Tiny Toons are all on all of them.
I didn't know Tiny Toons was on. I like keep popping in and out of Animaniacs to be like, let me revisit this a bit.
Right, so they're all available now, and there'll be a bunch of new ones coming. Nice. With respect to our involvement, let me put it this way. Warner Brothers has not made an announcement yet.
Okay.
And if I were under investigation on a Senate subcommittee, I could say I can neither confirm nor deny. So read into that what you will. But it's regardless, don't ever bet against Steven. The reason we love Animaniacs now is because Mr. Spielberg and Tom Ruegger and the people who created it 20 years ago knew that this would happen. That you and your parents and even your grandparents would dig a show that they produced a long time ago. So it'll be excellent. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed, but seriously, folks, we really do. And I can speak on behalf of all of us. We really appreciate that you take the time to let us know how much you enjoy.
That's why I'm like, the exchange of love just goes right back.
Great.
Thank you so much for taking the time and just for being on the earth, honestly. Thank you so much.
Not at all, buddy. Thank you.
Very welcome.
Good night, everybody.
Nick with Shallow Green signing off. Thank you very much.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you, man.